Libra Aquarius. Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. That's me. My name's Annie. We are going to do 3 individual tarot love readings for you. What I call my little sips. Just an energy check-in, seeing where things are at with that person you're thinking about. If you're not currently thinking about a person, crushing on someone, texting with them, etc., this might not be your message. Or it may make sense to you later on, as people come and go in your life, okay? So as always, inviting you guys to come into these readings with an open heart, with an open mind. If it feels strange or foreign, if you don't resonate with the material that comes through, please release those messages, push them aside. Do have faith they're going out to someone else who needs to hear them. But it is my goal, it is my aim, it is my intention that this will touch upon many things that my air signs are going through. Again, specifically targeting Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in individual readings, okay? Everything else down below for you in the box. If you want to know the decks I'm using, how to contact me for a personal, how to interact with me on social media, check all that out on the Intuitive Teacup everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, my website.com, right? All right, let's do it. We're going to hop in. Good to have you. Good to have you, air signs. Let's do it. Ooh, this shot out. So this is a message for all of you. The Hanged Man. Dun dun dun. Where will it go? How will it transform? I'm gonna tell you. Stick around for your video. All right, let's timestamp for Gemini. That's Neptune energy. So maybe some of you guys are lost in your head. Air signs? Never. Never. I'm sassy. I'm sarcastic. All right. Gemini, what's good? Gemini, tell me about Gemini's person, universe. The person Gemini is thinking about or crushing on or curious about. Who wants to come through in Gemini's reading? What are they thinking? What are they feeling? And what action will they take towards Gemini? Boom, boom. All right. Some of you have marriage on the brain, or your person does, or a Taurus. We got the Hierophant showing up, someone who's very spiritual, someone who swings a little bit more traditional. You also have a Capricorn, so we got double Earth energy, Capricorn and Taurus. And you got, okay, the Magician, so Virgo and Gemini energy. All right, their cards are actually very positive. You do have a lot of people showing up, though, so I have a feeling for some of you, Geminis, you may have multiple people thinking about you. So let's go ahead and get some energy for what the universe wants Gemini to know about this. Victory. There's a victory up ahead. With who? With who, you ask? Let's find out together. Yeah, actually, you're garnering a lot of attention right now. I don't know if you accomplished something in your business or professional life or something in your personal life. Some of you may have hit a milestone of some sort of accomplishment. It could be if you're dieting more, you may have lost a lot of weight, you may have achieved some sort of recognition, like at work, employee of the month or some sort of recognition. You're garnering a lot of attention, and I think because of that, people are eyeing Gemini even more so. Someone's like peeking in on you, especially on social media. Interesting. So, okay, so some of you have reached a milestone in your sobriety. And so I don't know much about that, but from the little I know is that you kind of put dating on the back burner, right? When sobriety is your main obstacle, or not obstacle, but your main focus. So maybe some of you are reaching a milestone where you're starting to date again or become interested in romantic partnerships. So if any of that makes sense for my Geminis, congratulations. That's awesome. All right, let's do it. 3 cards for Gemini. What the universe wants them to know. Okay. Interesting. So you have some unusual energy, but I'm here for it. Let's do it. 8 of Pentacles is work through it. Don't give up. The end goal or the reward is much closer than you think. You may have been in it so long, whatever that means to you, this process or this struggle or just this journey. It feels like there's no end point in sight, but there is. The 8 of Pentacles is like, keep focusing on your work, identifying with your work. I believe this is Sun in Virgo, I think. Is that right? I think it's a Virgo card. Anyway, nonetheless, it's throwing yourself into your work, and it's not necessarily in an obsessive way, but it's saying there's light at the end of the tunnel, but you're going to have to push through a little bit more. Typically, though, 8 of Pentacles I love. It's a card of generally speaking, really enjoying the process, enjoying what it is that you're doing. So don't get stopped up if there's avenues in your life that are bringing you joy, but you're feeling like romance is just a struggle for me. This card says to me, keep doing what you're doing because you're doing something right, and it's almost like you're waiting for the earth to just kind of change or like move your footing a little bit or change its rhythm, I don't know what it is, but I think it has to do with a timeline of it. It's earth energy, right? So this says slow and steady, but that's what I mean. It's like the further you keep going on things that bring you joy, avenues of happiness, that's naturally going to attract more people in your life, in which case, you know, there might be more dating prospects, but this is keep pushing through. Don't give up, you know, especially for my Geminis who are like, what is that expression? Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Yeah. You're going to have reason to celebrate at the end of this and an overflowing cup of abundance. If you're looking for work or a job, this could even be some sort of lucrative opportunity that like literally makes you scream and dance and shout and you know, lots of joyous energy, celebrating. Camera focus issues, am I right? Keep working on it because yeah, there's reason to celebrate at the end of this. And again, the idea of recognition, someone like raising a toast in your honor or inviting you out to dinner to celebrate your accomplishments, this feels very good, Gemini. So hang in there. Yeah, someone may be asking you out on a date. The Wheel of Fortune is under here. You need like a peaceful night's sleep. A lot of you are like insomniacs right now. Your mind is racing. Universe is saying, be patient. I have a divine plan for you, Gemini. And it might just involve a King of Wands. FYI, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right, let's look at who's coming up in your spread though. So again, keep an open mind. This might not be the person you're hoping it for, but it could be someone that, you know, universe is trying to get you to see. So again, zodiac signs. Right off the bat, I have Taurus, I have Capricorn, and I have Virgo and Gemini. So let's see. So someone in the scenario may already have children, but they're wanting commitment, I think, with you. What's on the brain is commitment or a traditional relationship. A traditional way of viewing romance. But this person seems like they're willing to wait for you, potentially for years. I don't know if you've had like an on again, off again with someone and this person has tried to get you to commit to them before, but especially a Taurus, this person, it's like they've chosen you and like they're dead set on you being the one. I don't necessarily get like crazy vibes from this person, but you have all the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But this person, they have a lot of love. They have a lot of passion for you. They think you're very fun. They think you're very spunky. They like how you talk. They think your perspective or views on certain topics or, yeah, it's like they can have very deep, important conversations with you, but they're also very like sexually attracted to you. There's a lot of like, yeah, magnetic attraction, at least with them towards you. You may feel like this person is a little bit too dull or boring, or you may feel like this person could be significantly older than you, or if they're not physically older, like by an age, they may act, yes, mature, but it's almost like they're lacking that youthful spirit that you want in a romantic partner. So yeah, like it could be a little bit dull, your perspective on them. But like I said, this person, it could also be a Leo. But Leos are usually a lot of fun, so I'm not sure if that's true. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's like this person they're willing to wait for you. You may have met this person, something involving animals. So I don't know if you volunteer at a shelter with them or like at the dog park, or something involving animals might be a mutual interest of yours. In fact, you may have met them. Maybe you babysit their dog or their cat or, you know, whatever. There's some connection of animals that the two of you, that's something you both are very fond of. You have affection for. So then what's the deal with this? Actually, let's clarify straight through. I'm not getting a ton on this because it's people. It's just a lot of people. So I'm not even sure if this is all the same person, to be honest. Dog walking. I keep seeing dog walkers. Yeah, this person is really traditional. And yeah, I'm sort of getting in their youth, in their younger days, they were probably a ball of fire and a ball of energy and very fun. But it's like they've lost touch with that part of themselves. And it might be because they experienced a tower moment in their personal life where they really had to step up and be very mature. And so they don't take as many risks as they used to, but I don't want to say they still have that ability in them. This could be an Aries, Taurus cusper. And yeah, it's almost like there's good friend vibes here. You may have put this person in the friend zone, Gemini, but like I said, they still have like a secret passion. They still have flames of desire for you. So their overall action is quite simple. They are going to continue to message Gemini with a little innuendos of sexuality and flirtation. They're not going to come right out and say it because I don't think this person wants to be rejected. But yeah, Eight of Wands is like fast, direct messages of communication. They're a little bit scattershot here, and with the Devil, again, Capricorn type energy, or laced with like sexuality or passion or just flirtation. But yeah, they see you as very fickle. It's like one day they think you like them, and the next day it feels like you've changed your mind. And I'm not saying that's true, but that's their perception of it. But yeah, I mean, I sort of feel for your person because I do feel like they have committed themselves to you, even though the opposite is not necessarily true for you, Gemini. Yeah, it's like you go hot and cold on them, quite literally. Like Devil, passion, fire, right? And then the High Priestess is chill. It's the moon. It's water type energy. You do have a lot of like messages about the mother or the mommy, so I don't know if that's my Geminis, if you're a parent or this person is a mom, maybe they're a single parent, you know, mommy, daddy, whatever. You do kind of, maybe that's even a pet name, like, hey mama, how you doing? Like it could be something like that. But yeah, something about the mother. I don't know if this person is very close to your mother or you guys grew up together. And maybe that's what it is. It's almost like you don't view them as a romantic prospect. It's almost like they're almost family, even though they're not blood related. There's something where, I hate to say this, Gemini, you know, tough love, but I mean it with goodness in my heart. You may take this person for granted a little bit because it does seem like they're your rock. It does seem like they've been with you and around, been there for you through good times and bad, and so they're very patient. They are willing to wait and wait and wait some more for you. But I'm just curious to see how this is going to go. You know, it's so funny. Almost all the messages I've done today, I feel like I'm reading for cross watchers. So just because I feel like that is the way, these are still valid for Gemini, and I'm going to read more about this. But for the cross watchers wondering if Gemini is going to come around, yeah, I don't know, guys. I feel like this is a card of committing to your independence and your singlehood, living your best life and thriving individually, right? The 9, Venus and Virgo. There's essentially sort of a love of self and a love of what this person is creating in their life, but they're not necessarily jumping at romantic opportunities. You know, it's in their mind, right? They're thinking about it. That falcon frequently represents loyalty in a person, but that's what I mean. There's such an element of, well, this is my loyal friend, but oh no, we're not together. We're not dating. And I feel like this person is like they want so badly to be that missing puzzle piece that you're searching for, but it's like you're searching all around you, but you're not seeing what's right in front of you. Or maybe you do, but you're choosing to not view it through a romantic lens because it just doesn't feel that way to you. So give me one more. Give me one more. Why is Gemini being depicted this way? There's definitely a vibe to this card. I'm trying to put it into words. Too good for this person? And I'm not here to judge, right? I'm not here to like scold you and point the finger. I'm just posing the question. Do you think this person isn't good enough for you? Like you deserve better, or vice versa? Do you think they're giving you the sun and the stars and the moon and you're like, oh, I don't deserve that. Like, you know, I could never be the counterpart to this person because they have, I don't know what it is, Gemini. It's like they have so much going for them. We don't match. We don't fit. We're, you know, two sides of the track or two sides of the coin, however you want to say it. I'm from the wrong side of the tracks, man. Yeah, I'm getting like just a little bit, Gemini, like a little bit selfish with this person. Like you're a good friend when it's convenient, but anytime it starts to turn romantic or whatever, you're like, oh, no, like I can't, sorry. And I mean, I guess, right? I'm not telling you should fake it if the feelings aren't there, but I guess I always pose to you this question, then why are they showing up in your spread? Because universe is trying to get you to see something about them. And maybe if it's not about them, it's about understanding why you do or don't feel this way about certain people in your life. Universe is really wanting you to examine that closer. They want you to go deep with the emotions, right? Are you listening to your intuition or are you ignoring it? Maybe it's like all the signs are there that this could work out for you, and yet there's a part of you that's just like, Some of you may have feelings for someone who is already married as well, or especially a father type. So again, someone who's maybe a single dad or, you know, single mom, whatever. Okay, that might be important for some of you. You might not be ready to be the step parent. Maybe with this offer comes a step up in the responsibility of your romantic life. And maybe there's I like them, but like they're a dad and like I'm not ready to be the stepmom, or vice versa, or whatever gender it is, same-sex couples, right? You understand what I mean? Maybe because this person sort of has, I do sense that they have their ducks in a row. Financially, they have a lot of really awesome cards. There's something about it where, again, like a lackluster sense of, oh, well, I don't make enough money and like they're uber responsible, or vice versa. You don't see you two being compatible for some reason or another. Anyway, let's look at this. So in your head, you're thinking Ace of Pentacles. So you're thinking about making an offer or receiving an offer, but you're waiting. So, okay, you're wanting to receive an offer possibly from someone else. Or this person has already made an offer to you, possibly a long-term offer, though I don't really think that. I think they as much as they want to, they're remaining silent. Yeah, you're really like thinking about how you feel. And you're not sure. There's like a moodiness or like a, like fickle. It's very finicky. Gemini, you know I love you. You know I love my Geminis, but the energy this time around, it's kind of like, why you gotta be like a little bitch, Gemini? I'm just kidding. But there is something like, well, it's good, but it's not good enough. And I guess if that's the case, cool. You know, you don't ever need to fake it. But at the same time, they're showing up in your spread, so that leads me to believe, are you stringing them along? Just posing it, don't shoot the messenger. And if that's the case, why? Like, is it because you like the attention, or is it because it's a solid friendship in your life that you don't want to lose? But I guess it's like you need to communicate your feelings. And I know that's sometimes hard for you, Gemini, but you kind of need to not be the silent one. You need to communicate. If this person stands a chance and they're giving you major vibes of, hey, Gemini, how you doing? Put this person out of their misery if it's never going to be a thing, because this person is maintaining hope, a lot of hope. It's complicated though, and I'm not at all making you out to be the bad guy or the villain. I'm not. I got so much Gemini in my chart. I do. But yeah, there's something about this where it's like it's like, what the fuck, Gemini? I can't even express it. It's like, why is this person showing up? Because on your end, it seems very void emotionally. What's the deal? Did you grow out of love with this person? So in your heart, you're eyeing a Leo. But here's the thing, the Leo may have put you through the ringer. You may have a little bit of a grudge or a resentment towards the Leo, and yet you still hold space for them in your heart. That's what I mean. These are not like black and white stories. It's complicated. Dare I say there's a duality to Gemini's reading. Shocker. You may also have a Pisces, and yeah, so there may be a little bit of heartbreak on your part because of third-party type stuff. Even if it wasn't cheating, it's like you may be interested in someone who is already married and taken. You do have multiple cards indicating like the side woman, so even if it's the man, right? Even if it's three dudes, right? You do have a couple cards indicating like there's the main one and the side one. And that is definitely, like, again, I do kind of sense there's multiple players here, because in your person's spread, they had 3 arcana come out. Those are big players. Those are heavy hitters in tarot. And even when I clarified them, even more arcana came out. So Taurus, Cancer, Gemini, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries. We got a lot of people here, Gemini. So I guess if you're single and looking, I would take heart in the fact knowing there's multiple people available to you right now. But you seem to be holding on to a Leo, but it might not be for your best good. It's like the cycle is already choosing to close out, but you're refusing to see it. You're still kind of eyeing that one that fell. That's sort of a great metaphor for actually what this is. It's like, that's the one you want, and yet you're holding all these others in your hand, and it's like, well, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You need to choose one, Gemini, right? And yeah, I don't know. In the heart, 3 of Pentacles to me is like 3 people. Too many. One too many, if not more than that. So then your overall outcome is the Tower. Shit or get off the pot. Use it or lose it. There's an ending that's meant to break you away from what you're holding on to that is toxic. That is possibly an obsession. And it's going to happen in a way that isn't necessarily exciting, or that's not really a good way of putting it. Something you would want, but it's going to shake your foundation in order to get you to drop what you're holding on to that you don't actually need, and also what you don't actually want romantically. These cards can be a little bit vain or a little bit selfish. And again, Gemini, I don't mean to beat up on you. That's never my goal or intent. But it's like, why are you holding on to these people when you know you don't want to date them? Or maybe it's just like hit it and quit it type vibes. Like, well, they're my side piece, but I'm never gonna marry them. Universe is like, well, that's bullshit. Like, and there's a lot of them too, Gemini. You a hoe. You a player, Gemini, in this one. All right. Anyway, I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. You gotta insert some humor in tarot, right? All right. Anyway, so tell me about this tower. How can we help Gemini out? So, again, everybody has free will. You can avoid this tower. And again, Gemini, this may make sense to you of someone that you're interested in. They may be the player, right? They may have a lot of people going on, in which case, that's why there is this struggle to let it go. And for me as a reader, if it's not a Leo, it's saying the sexual chemistry is really intense. It's really magnetic. And maybe that's why, again, you don't want to let it go. But it could be that you're looking for commitment from this person and they're like, oh, no, that's not what I want. You're like, but I want you. Like, it's messy. This is a tricky one. I feel for you, Gem. This is a tricky one. Tell me about this tower. What the hell is that about? I think it's to get you to stop looking at the one that has fallen, the one that has been released from your grip, and the one that, you know, it's not going to defy gravity and leap back into your arms. It's just not. I can tell, right? And I think that's what this tower has to do with. It's trying to illuminate you, to shake up your foundation, to get you to see what's always been there, but maybe you chose to ignore it. Possibly with a Scorpio. Yeah, it has to do with your wish fulfillment. The one that you're really wanting and really desiring. Again, this is a general reading. But for most of you, the one that is your top of the top, the best of the best, sir, Men in Black, right? The one that you're putting above the rest is the one who has a minimum 2 choices. So you're not the only one. And Spirit wants you to know that, right? Now that you have that information, you can do what you want with it, right? You know, you have free will. You can keep holding out for this person or vice versa. But it's like, it's going to be a showdown. This also says to me I'm just going to say like the 2 romantic prospects or sexual outlets that this person has, those 2 people there might be some instance where they encounter one another at like a social gathering and shit's about to get really awkward. I could see that happening. Something about there's a showdown between like the 2 other women or, you know, male, female, whatever. Yeah, there's, especially if you guys have a lot of shared common friends or social groups, social circles, there could be an awkward instance where like the cat's out of the bag and all of a sudden you become privy to information about this person's sexual history or conquests or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. The one that is your wish fulfillment for a majority, not all, but for a majority of my Geminis, the wish fulfillment one, it's shaky at best. It's like you're dancing with the devil in the tower. You're meant to go towards the star. You're meant to be realigned to your North Star. Yeah, there's a victory in walking away. And that's the first card that showed up. There's going to be other offers potentially from a water sign. But yeah, the Fool is sort of clarifying the 6 of Wands. There's a victory in starting fresh and starting new. Ugh, Gemini, this was a tough one. I'm sorry. That's what I got for you, though. It's kind of the same messages coming through. All right. God, I feel like I ended on such a bad note. If Gemini's looking for brand new love, no strings attached, what's the deal there? You have to go through this tower moment. It's more or less, it's almost non-negotiable. This is like an awakening. You guys need to see the truth. Yeah, to stop turning a blind eye to things that are really wrong or troublesome, you need to end the cycle. You need to put it to rest once and for all. And then maybe you may have a new Scorpio coming in. Yeah, wrap up the cycle. Cut it out. Cut the bullshit out. And then you have a Cancer coming in. But it's a few cards away. I think you guys got to do some work on yourself first. All right, moving on. Jam. Ooh, 2 cards of Sagittarius. All right. Shuffle these back up. All right, Libra babes, what's up? How's it going, Libra? How you doing? Happy birthday. Hope your birthday season is treating you well. Let's talk about your love life. I feel like you guys had a rough one last time I read for you, so let's try and get some empowering, positive messages for Libra. All right, Libra, this is going to be about your person. If you don't currently have a person, this might not be your message, or it may resonate at a later date, so feel free to check back. Yeah, this may resonate later on. Who's got the Virgo? Let's see. All right. Yeah, this person is thinking about the chemistry between you. It could be that they're wondering if there's still enough magnetic attraction to keep it going, or they're, I'm getting all these like science metaphors. It's like they're science experiments to see how Libra will react if I do this, but it's not in a manipulative way. It's like they're trying to get a reaction out of you. I think maybe to know where you stand about them romantically. Yeah, I feel like somebody puts a lot of time and effort into the way they approach you, the way they communicate with you. But I'm sort of getting it falls on deaf ears, or it falls flat or something. Yeah, exactly. That's totally the vibe I'm getting. Four of Cups, you're like, hey, like, yes, I see you there, but I'm not impressed. Libra, what's going on there? Because you got other people. Shocker. Is this going to be an ongoing theme in my air sign readings? That's what it feels like. All right, so you possibly have a Virgo. It doesn't have to be, or an air sign, another Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But this is you. Yeah, no, this person holds you in their heart. They're fascinated by you. They want to do like magical things and go on fun adventures with you. And even when they're not with you, that's like they think about you all the time. I'm going to say you may view this person as a little bit nerdy, or a little bit, yeah, there's something about them where they're not very, flamboyant, and when they enter a room, they're a wallflower, but there's something where they're willing to reach out and talk to you because you in a sense are, yeah, they hold you in very high regard. This is like a sacrifice, like your sacrificial lamb. This is like someone, ew, Libra, I don't like this message, so earmuffs if you're not ready, but this is what I heard. This is someone you may have actually used to make someone else jealous. Like you may have invited them to go to a party with you just so like your ex could see that you had moved on, or you may post pictures with them on social media so that people know that you're like dating, or I don't know, like there's a weird energy about this where you're not hanging out with them for the right reasons, or it's like in your heart they're always going to be in the friend zone, but you're not quite ready to tell them that because you don't want the repercussions of them being heartbroken, or you don't want to be the heavy, you don't want to be the bad guy, you don't want to feel the guilt of having to reject them. I don't know, it's something like that. And again, this isn't everybody's story, guys, general reading, but yeah, this is very similar to the Gemini reading. Their overall action or outcome is they're going to continue to message you and communicate with you. Page of Bats. And Four of Pentacles, it's like they're going to be in the safety zone, though. It's almost like no matter what they do, you've put them in a box of like, no. Or friend only. Or friends with benefits, but never like the romantic partner. Like, and part of me sees the Page of Swords as like the spy who could potentially see something on your social media that could raise a red flag. But I feel like this person, even though they're very intelligent, it's like they're going to choose to ignore the red flags because they like you so much, they're really willing to hold out for you. So even though they may see you going out with other people, or they may get the impression that whatever, I don't know, whatever the situation is, intuitively, I think they're starting to sense that there might be someone else in the picture, but it's like they're turning a blind eye. They don't even want to acknowledge that fact because they really do have their heart set on you. Your person is not a creep. I would swing more with they don't really seem like your type. But again, there may be a superficiality to why you're keeping them or stringing them along, or why I don't know. It's a very unusual reading. Because yeah, towards this person who's come up in your spread, you're feeling Four of Cups. This is not sexy or passionate or romantic. This is like, how much longer do we have left? Like and again, there's like a moodiness, or this person shows up and like, well, what do you want to do? And you're like, I don't know. Like I'm sorry, Libra, I love you, but I don't like this energy at all. And so in your heart space, you have Three of Cups. So you want love that is passionate and exciting and reasons to go out and celebrate and paint the town red. It could also indicate that two people are coming up in your heart space. And it might be awkward because you might be hanging out with this person because they're somehow connected or related to the one that you actually have affection for. I suppose it could be brothers, but do you know what I mean? Like there's some sort of separation between I'm going to hang out with him, but only because he lives with him. Yeah, or even like roommates or something like that. So yeah, just be careful. It doesn't seem like the intentions behind what you're doing don't necessarily seem admirable. Is that a good way of putting it? So your overall action or outcome, you have the Star and Judgment. So for anyone waiting to hear from an Aquarius from their past, you probably will. The Star does talk about ultimately your spiritual path, and it's about you and universe and God. It's not really about this guy or that girl or, you know, these people. The Star for me is a much more spiritual, even has sort of like religious connotations to it. So I think you're getting back to your spirituality and like realigning your compass of where you're actually trying to go. Because it seems like you're hitting obstacles with the one you're hoping to hear from, especially the Pisces. Something about the Pisces is being very fickle or tricky right now. It could be the Pisces is married. It may also have to do with a Cancer, or someone who's French. Does that make sense? I don't know. Something about French, or France or something like that. I'm not sure what that is, but anyway, a foreigner. Well, not necessarily. I suppose if you live in France, it's not a foreigner at all, right? Judgment. So making a new judgment call, closing out some sort of cycle where you have to revisit something from the past. I don't really know what to do with this. Let's pull some clarifiers. Yeah, some of you are going to have a rude awakening that because you're holding out for someone, if they're in fact married, it seems like for the projected future, you're not going to be able to wiggle your way into that as much as you may want to, Libra. So yeah, it's like let this family person enjoy their family and stop trying to be like the side party. Like it has like an icky vibe to it. I'm sorry, I just have to be honest. Yeah, move forward in stride knowing that when you like have faith in the universe that, okay, if universe is telling me this is not meant for me by giving me obstacles and challenges, by walking away being like, all right, universe, I'm gonna trust you. I'm gonna have faith that you see me, you recognize me, universe, and you're gonna send me in the direction I'm supposed to, or vice versa. You're gonna send people towards me that do match my goals, my lifestyle, my romantic desires. Yeah, there's something about realigning with God or spirituality, because it seems like you're tapping a dry well, and vice versa. There's someone trying to tap you, Libra, but you're just like, oh no, thank you. Like you're not in it. Again, something with a Pisces in this scenario. And if that doesn't make sense, maybe you have a Pisces coming in, but it hasn't come in yet. Then, if that's the case, this feels like, yeah, it's like you're headed in a positive direction when you recognize that what you were forcing to fit, you need to release it organically. Four of Pentacles, it's like holding on to things. You can't receive new blessings. So having faith and taking a leap of faith maybe in a new direction, I think that yields better results when you're able to like close out the old cycle and welcome the new. Some of you will have a new Aquarius coming in, and in a sense that it will check all the boxes. It will be similar to like a wish fulfillment, or what you were manifesting with one person, you may get it in the form of another person that like knocks the other one out of the park, like the new one. Yeah, you have to walk away from the one who's married. It's not healthy. Some of you have an ending with a Sagittarius, or your angel guides are trying to get you to start focusing on your own self-healing because you've been putting that on the back burner. Yeah. Especially for my Libras who have been overly committing themselves to a partner that doesn't give back, where there's a relationship where there's no reciprocity. It's like they're trying to get you to move ahead with confidence, with pride in yourself, that you're going to be able to heal yourself from this damage, but it's time to finally put it down and walk away. Know when to walk away. That in itself can be a very, empowering thing to do. You got a lot of kind of brutal endings, I'm not going to lie, but maybe that's what some of my Libras need to hear. And boom, then you have an Ace of Wands. Then you have new communication, maybe with a fire sign. Maybe with an Aries. Oof, Libra, I'm sorry. That one wasn't super great, but I can only tell you what the cards have here, and I'm telling you right now, though, there's a Virgo that's interested. I just don't know if you're feeling it with the Virgo. But they hold you in their heart, Queen of Swords. That's you, Libra. All right. Here we go. All right, let's do it. Aquarius, let's do it. How you doing, Aquarius? Let's talk about your love life, okay? Aquarius, if you don't currently have a person, this may not resonate for you, or it may resonate in the future when somebody starts to come in. So I'm going to read this as the person you're thinking about, the one you're crushing on, the one you're hoping to get some information about. Let's do it for Aquarius. Give me 3 cards about Aquarius's person, what they're thinking, what they're feeling, and their possible action towards Aquarius. Ooh, all right. Similar cards are coming out. All right. Yeah, very similar cards. Yeah, all my air signs have had similar messages. Although we'll see. So then give me 3 cards, please, what the universe wants Aquarius to know about this person. So in terms of major arcana coming up possibly as your person, you have Taurus and Capricorn, and you have Capricorn twice, actually. And then Queen of Pentacles could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, especially a female earth sign, but it doesn't have to be. It could be a male. Okay? All right, maybe a little Scorpio. And as I said that, I'm like a little Scorpio, like a tiny little one. like a Scorpio that's like 5'2", like a tiny Scorpio. I'm just kidding. All right, let's do it. Ooh, that wanted to be seen. Bottom of your deck. All right, Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You got 2 queens, though. What's the deal with that? Maybe it's just same-sex partnership. That could be. All right. So your person, what they are thinking about, commitment and sex. That's what your person is thinking about. So, I mean, that's kind of an interesting combination, isn't it? Or it's a Taurus who's really horny, or it's a Capricorn who wants long-term commitment with you. Or this person is simply thinking about 2 different people, in which case I suppose one of you is represented in either the Taurus or the Capricorn. Maybe you're a Cap Cusper, right? So you're definitely coming up in their head. They either really want to have sex with you or they really want to marry you, or possibly both. Wouldn't that be nice? In their heart, yeah, this person really does want stability. They want long-term commitment. Yeah, especially for my Aquarians who have a lot of Capricorn in their chart, that's definitely what's coming up. They think you're like cool. They think there's like a little badass vibe to you. There's like a little rebel kind of rock and roller vibe. They think you're very cool. They want your attention, and yeah, they love talking with you. They dig your vibe. You have a good vibe. In their heart, yeah, they want to continue to build with you, but what they're offering you, though, is something very solid, very loyal, very practical, very realistic. They also want to introduce you to their family. They want you to be a part of their family. So, Aquarius, is this making you nervous or excited? I can't quite tell. Yeah, there's a lot of Capricorn energy here, too, so your person might be a Capricorn. And I mean, to be honest, you're thinking about a Capricorn too, or another fixed zodiac sign. Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo. That's a lot of people, but hopefully it's not all of them. No, I think you're thinking about family. Like a lot of different people. So maybe it has to do with you're really involved in your own family drama or issues right now, or you're thinking about joining families, you're thinking about having a family. Yeah, in fact, some of you are thinking about pregnancy, or you're going to share the news that you are pregnant, or your person is, something about that. You may be sharing that with the family. Something about twins or siblings, very close in age, male and female. In your heart, you may be thinking about another Aquarius. I also feel like these are sort of going in reverse too. So in the heart, somebody does have love for you, and they may have been shy to give up their independence, their freedom to be single, or vice versa. This could be you. It's like, I do love this person, but am I ready to give up my bachelor or bachelorette lifestyle? Yeah, there's this anxiety about committing to someone for life, or possibly the idea of having children. Somebody may be very like I love you, but I'm just not ready to do that, or I never envisioned myself being a mother or a father or something like that. A lot of heavy conversations, judgment, the world. We're closing out a cycle and going into a new one. Both of you are. So that's what I mean. If you guys are already a couple and you're already together, it does seem like there's absolutely talk of taking it to the next level. Maybe you've reached a milestone, an anniversary or whatever it is. It's like, let's bring it to the next level. So for some of you, that's just exclusivity. For some of you, that's marriage. For some of you, that's children. For some of you, it's none of the above. But yeah, there's definitely a little bit of a, how do I tell this person that I'm not sure? Because I don't want to like make the situation worse. I don't want to, I do sense that you're kind of interested. You're definitely thinking long-term and generational, but again, there's a stuckness. There's something about, I'm not quite ready to do it yet. And maybe you feel like your person is really forcing you to do it. Yeah, there's like a battle of the wits. And it's definitely earth and air, guys. Like I'm really sensing that. Do I have any water? Yeah, so that, other than 4 of Cups, maybe Cancer, but I'm not really getting that. There's definitely like a, I don't know if I'm ready type vibe. A lot of women, so a lot of like same-sex couples for females especially. Aquarius is the one who's not sure though. That's what this is saying. And you have the 9 of Swords twice. It's really giving you a lot of anxiety. So I said the same thing to Sagittarius. And before I started your reading, I actually saw a few Sag cards kind of show themselves. It's like, are you ready to pull the trigger with someone who it's like you've been together long enough where it would be the natural step to maybe do that? But someone isn't ready to. And I hate to even say natural step because that implies that, we all live our lives by a certain, measurement stick or whatever. I don't mean to say that. I mean, you guys are the nonconformists. I totally get that. But yeah, you have a person who's interested in you. And it's like, there's a great duality to them. Like they are traditional and they are maybe, I don't know, something about this card keeps wanting me to say like, they're not super, you're dealing with a Capricorn. They're not the most like, hey guys, let's party. This will be fun. Let's do, like, they're a little bit traditional. They're maybe a little bit reserved. There are some days where maybe you think they're a little bit drab or boring, but then other days they're bringing the heat. They're bringing the passion. They're bringing the sexuality. So there is a good like duality to this person. They're not just black and white. They're, many shades of the rainbow. Again, I'm getting same-sex couples. When I said rainbow, that just made me think of it. Anyway, doesn't matter. Primarily coming up in your heart space is you. What's best for me? And I'm pretty damn good on my own. I'm not sure if I want to be with someone else. A lot of you might be dating another Aquarius too, or you may be catching feelings for another Aquarius. Virgo is wanting to show up now too. This anxiety about moving forward with someone, specifically regarding family type stuff, becoming the mom or the stepmom or it's almost like becoming adopted into this person's family. Something about that, it's giving you anxiety. Like, I don't know if you picture a future with them, but you're certainly contemplating it. Those cards are showing to me like you're thinking about what it would be like to be with this person long term. I suppose for a select few of you, it's something you're wanting, but again, there's this duality of something's holding you back from doing it. It could be the age-old, am I good enough? Am I really ready for this? I thought I wanted this, but I'm sort of getting cold feet. This is coming out in your actions, so a lot of you are going to choose to, especially if your person's giving you an ultimatum, like, do you want me or not? A lot of you are going to be like, I'm sorry, I'm not ready. Like, you're not going to force me to do something I'm not ready to do, in which case I'm going to rid myself of this anxiety and frustration and struggle by simply moving on. So for the cross watchers, if this sounds like your story with Aquarius and Aquarius is not giving in, I would not give them the ultimatum because they need to take time to decide this, and they're not 100% on long-term commitment. So I got to be honest, that's just what I'm seeing here. And again, it can go vice versa, but it's like this person just needs one little nudge to get them to move in another direction. Because yeah, the love just it's not thriving. It's not growing. It's like you guys have plateaued. It feels like the love has diminished. Someone you used to be very excited about, it's kind of, it's like love is either growing in another direction or it's just not what it used to be. I gotta be honest, for a lot of you, I keep kind of hearing they're just so dull. Like they're not an adventurer like me. They don't like to go do exciting things. And it's not to say that they don't, but your idea of those exciting things, it might be very different. Yeah, there's almost no fire or water here. And those are my two, like, fire being passion, water being love. Where is that? We got a lot of earth, so money is probably okay. Yeah, someone is probably very responsible. But yeah, even the air cards I have, it's like you're stuck in your head. And the love card, the water card that is here, it's not a strong one. It's like, yeah, you're okay. Like, some of you may feel like you're running out of time. I mean, so I interpret that, especially for my females, if you ever wanted to start a family, maybe you're getting towards an age where you wouldn't be able to have kids, you know, naturally. But yeah, it's like you have to trust that you know, universe, God, source, spirit is looking out for you. So if down the line you change your mind and want to have kids, you can always adopt. Like, this isn't, it's not a death sentence. If anything, by listening to your heart, your feelings, your emotions, if they're telling you, yeah, this just, I'm not ready to stop here and lay a foundation, you have to have faith that up ahead the universe is like, yeah, that's where I want you to go, Aquarius, right? Like, you don't need to sacrifice your desires and your lifestyle completely to, like, commit yourself to a partnership. If anything, I always think spirit wants us to do the opposite. We're supposed to live our best lives, and when we meet that soulmate where, you know, your goals have a similarity, where there's compatibility, that's when you know you're on the right track. And it's almost like this person may please your parents. There's something about this person where there's a comfortability, a safeness, but because of that, it's lacking passion. See, bottom of your deck is the passion queen, the Queen of Wands, but at bottom of the deck means it's not here yet. A lot of you, universe is trying to get you to focus more on your career endeavors, because you may meet someone, I don't know, a client, a customer, somebody at your new workplace or whatever, that will light your fire, that does have similar values. There's a deconstruction of what currently is to show you that it's lacking. The tower moment is a wake-up call. And maybe it had to happen in this order where someone asked you to commit to them more, and that's your wake-up call. You're like, oh no, I'm certain I don't want to marry this person. So it's kind of a rough one. You have a Cancer interested in you, or a water sign. A lot of females. We got a lot of queens. We got Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Water, or Queen of Cups really, and then Queen of Wands. So fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Yeah, there's new air signs and new earth signs. And then, yeah, your Queen of Wands is coming in. I think this is new. You may have a new Aries coming into your life, or Aries, Leo, Sag, that wants to communicate with you and make small offers, but they're not necessarily committed offers for life. You may also have a fire sign that's offering you the golden ring, in which case you're like, I'm going to cut that. Like, no, thank you. Like, let me just chop that offer right off. Yeah. Yeah, there needs to be reciprocity in the relationship, not just monetary, where you're both putting in equal amounts of money or time or energy into it, but reciprocity in, like, the things you guys do. Like, even if you don't love bungee jumping, you know, maybe you do that for a day, or, you know, do you understand what I mean? There needs to be, like, a give and take, and right now it doesn't seem like there's that. So, ooh, I'm not gonna lie, my air sign readings were a little bit rough. I'm sorry, guys, but these are generally weekly readings, so if it's not your reading, don't take it on. But do like, share, subscribe if you've made it this far in the video, and yeah, I will see you soon for more tarot. Bye, guys.